In the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, is anyone heading toward victory? Let's summarize, as this episode will reopen stories that have been etched in the battlefield and recent events that will likely make you sigh in disbelief, as this still involves inaccurate claims about NATO weapons. Let's dive deeper. There have been several reports about Ukrainian armed forces leaving behind advanced military equipment provided by the United States and NATO, circulating from various sources. On the battlefield, these items are abandoned carelessly, as though no one cares, as if no one owns them. It seems that the Ukrainian forces themselves are afraid of what they are facing, choosing to retreat and leave everything behind. This incident raises significant questions. Is their enemy so terrifying that the Ukrainian forces had no choice but to take such drastic measures? Recently, near Velika Novosilka, something similar happened. The Ukrainian armed forces abandoned valuable military assets, American-made equipment that could have been a deadly weapon. It seems the threat was so imminent and terrifying that the Ukrainian forces chose to retreat, leaving behind their previously strong positions. This decision clearly raises questions. Did they lose faith in these precious weapons? After the Ukrainian forces retreated, Russian troops from the Vostok Forces Reconnaissance Unit did not waste the opportunity. They found a satisfying trophy, advanced weapons left on the battlefield. Among them were Javelin ATGMs, handheld anti-tank grenade launchers, American-made M2 Browning machine guns, and ammunition that had yet to be used. All of this seemed to serve as a trophy for the Russian forces, who were searching for any advantage amid the tension of the war. Back to the topic, why did the Ukrainian forces choose to flee and leave behind such valuable assets? There is an assumption that they were forced to retreat due to Russia's active attacks, which were also occurring in the southern Donetsk direction. But this doesn't fully answer the question. If it is true that these weapons were so powerful and could destroy Russian forces, why did the Ukrainian forces choose to retreat instead? Shouldn't these advanced weapons have given them an advantage? Events like this certainly raise many assumptions, and you can probably conclude why. A bit of a return to the tense event. Russian forces involved in a large-scale operation in southern Donetsk once managed to carry out an extraordinary capture. Reconnaissance units from the Vostok Force Group, part of the Russian Army Corps, successfully took control of a fortress that had previously served as the headquarters for Ukrainian forces. This fortress, located in a strategic area, has now fallen into Russian hands, opening up very valuable opportunities. Russian soldiers who arrived at the site quickly began observing their surroundings. Without wasting any time, they moved directly toward the weapons and equipment that had been left behind by the Ukrainian forces, who appeared to have hurriedly fled. Among the abandoned items were advanced weapons, such as the American-made Javelin ATGM system, the M2 Browning heavy machine gun, as well as various types of grenades and projectiles, all of which could significantly enhance their combat strength. Sources circulating revealed that the Ukrainian forces left all this equipment behind because they were forced to retreat quickly, abandoning the fortress, which has now become a storage site for valuable trophies for the Russian forces. This is not the first time such an event has occurred. Russian forces often make significant discoveries, with military equipment left behind, as if the Ukrainian forces never learn from past experiences. Some time ago, an arms depot was discovered in Avdiivka. Inside, a shocking array of weaponry was found, including Javelin anti-tank missile systems, Polish-made fragmentation mines, and German ammunition for handheld anti-tank grenade launchers. A treasure trove of valuable material. Typically, it's not just about finding such weaponry. Russian forces carefully dismantle each component, even going as far as disassembling the warhead of the FGM-148 Javelin ATGM system to uncover what is hidden inside. They would certainly not pass up the opportunity to study every detail of this weaponry. Of course, the question arises, why were Ukrainian forces so careless? Why did they allow so much valuable weaponry to fall into Russian hands? Were they too hasty or too negligent in executing their strategy? Given the potential losses, this is undoubtedly a major question. It is possible that the United States sent weapons like the Javelin to Ukraine because they had a sufficient supply. But should Ukraine continually neglect the protection of these weapons, making them an easy target for the Russians? If this continues, Ukraine might face significant problems. Mark F. Kantian, an analyst at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, even warned that the United States may run out of javelins before Russia runs out of tanks. This is a tense analysis, given how crucial these advanced weapons are in this war. In 2022, the U.S. Department of Defense even announced that more than 5,000 Javelin units had been sent to Ukraine, with high hopes that this weapon would play a pivotal role in destroying enemy tank forces on the battlefield. However, that hope slowly faded. Instead of becoming the trusted tank destroyer, the Javelin sent ended up facing a different fate. These advanced weapons did not have the chance to soar and destroy enemy tanks. Even before they could reach their targets, they were captured and fell into the hands of the undesired side. Ironically, the Javelins, which were supposed to be the heroes of the war, were defeated before they even had a chance to fight. But based on what you've followed so far, who do you think will run out of weaponry first? Leave your thoughts, and thanks for watching.